Ladies and gentlemen, I am truly thrilled to have with us Lori Fineman, Dr. Lori Fineman, former head of the JCC of Boca, but most importantly, as far as I'm concerned, one of the founders of Israel Appreciation Day and an old friend. Hi, Lori.
Hi, thank you for having me. Love being
Absolutely.
here.
Absolutely. Look, as you and I talked about before we started recording, I mean, the whole goal for Israel Appreciation Day, especially Israel Appreciation Day, the concert, right, is to have people to be able to who will never go to Israel experience Israel through your eyes, because it's not about politics, it's about people, right? How many times have you been to Israel?
Oh, goodness. It's got to be five or six at this point. And I was supposed to go take our kids for spring break a couple months ago, but with the war, we were not able to go. Not because we didn't want to go, and we still would have gone if they would have let us in, but they weren't letting us in. So
As someone who's never going to go to Israel, what's one or two things you would want them to know or see or be able to feel through your experiences?
there is an energy there that you don't find anywhere else. And I believe it's a big part of it is because of what has happened to produce this land or produce this state. And the commitment that the younger generation has to continuing the longevity of Israel, understanding the importance, the foundation is built into their DNA to the likes of which I've seen no place else. And I always say it's because everybody there is required to be part of the IDF. And there is something magical when you know what it is that you're defending. And so, I don't know if that's falls under people, but I think that this energy when you get there, that you can be from anywhere, with any belief, with any religion, with any culture, in any language, and you feel something just overtake you the second you put your foot on the soil. It's incredible, and I've never really put it into words, so I don't know if it's coming across well. But I don't know one individual who's gone over there who hasn't been changed.
And that's so well stated, right? Because, we took our daughter to Israel for a bat mitzvah on Masada, right? 3,000-year-old temple. The connectivity, I think, right? It's the glue, right? It's not only that they all serve in the IDF and it creates this bond. It's the glue of the culture and the fact that it's the cradle of civilization, right? Whether, of the three great religions in the world, but it's also that everybody there the joie de vivre, right? The joy,
Mm-hmm.
almost not that it's an out of body experience, right? It's not logical that they
No,
should
it
be that,
supersedes.
right? Right. You
Hmm.
you would think because they're surrounded by enemies, they've been at war in various capacities since since they were founded. It's an amazing but it is the energy, isn't it? Right. If you're in the old city in Jerusalem and
Oh
you walk
my,
through the
yes.
streets, it's palpable.
Oh,
Right. You
absolutely.
you can feel it.
Yep. And I am an energetic person, so I can pick up on um, positive energies and heavy negative energies. And this one supersedes anything, like I said, I've ever experienced. And it's consistent every single time I go. And I've been there during, I use this word loosely, but peace and war. And
Right.
it's there, it's ever present. Um, there's a grit there that in times of sheer peril, they can find joy, they can find um, happiness, they can find purpose, they can find meaning. And again, it's not just Jews that are experiencing that, it's literally every person who puts their foot down on that soil. And that's been one of the beautiful things that's come out of this horrific last several years is the people who have never been to Israel and have had the courage and have had the strength to say, wait, I have to see this with my own eyes. They get there And they too pick up on it, even when all the information they were receiving contradicted that. I had a magical experience the last time I was there in the old city where, um, I turned my kids around and I said to them, I go, do you understand what's happening? You are standing in the holiest city for the Jewish people while you just walked out of the church, right? That's the holiest spot for non-Jews. And then the Muslim call to prayer was going off simultaneously. And my
I,
young kids even could appreciate that literally everybody could find a home there.
I appreciate the time.
Thank
You
you.
have so much experience to share, and as do a lot of the people we've had the privilege of talking to try to make Israel real for them who will never be there. But ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Lori Fineman, one of the founders of Israel Appreciation Day. Thanks for making the time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.